need for this beautiful new beginning of July 2024. At the table this morning, Reverend Chris Adusei Donkor, Senior Pastor at the Oasis World, is here to share some encouraging tips with us on how to make our July even more meaningful. Reverend, thank you for making time to join us.
Thank you.
Every new year, every new month, we make ourselves all these promises. An evaluation of where we've been through, and then we try to do better. We try to tell ourselves that we will do better. But what are some of the popular reasons or common reasons that we do not achieve the milestones that we set for ourselves for the previous hurdle? So if it's the previous month, if it's the previous quarter, what are some of the unexpected things that hold us back from recognizing the beauty of a new beginning?
All right, thank you, Tema, and good morning to our listeners. For expectations about life and general goal setting, it's an act of faith, an act of confidence in yourself to know that or to want to achieve something. So there's nothing wrong in setting goals and having plans to achieve something. But whether we like it or not, life happens. Life do happen, and sometimes unforeseen circumstances, unexpected circumstances come our way, which is not able to make us get it as expected. For most of the time, it could come from every angle. It could come from your commitment to what you said you were going to do. It could come from external factors like economy, like family issues. It comes from various angles of life that you set a goal to do something and you are not able to really get it fully done. Sometimes it go halfway, sometimes quarter way, sometimes it doesn't go at all, and some get very close. But the most important thing is that you don't give up.
So it's a readjustment of the mindset.
It's readjustment of the mindset. It's a it's reset of the mind and reset of the heart. You know, you must know that things fail, and then failure of event does not depict failure of life. So events can fail, expectations can fail, but you should know that your inner strength, your grace, your ability, your profession, your skills is still alive to, help you bounce back and reset new goals to go. So, for example, we've covered first half of the year, not just some few months. We've covered about 6 whole months, you know, and that things you never anticipated was going to happen. People have faced tragic death of family members, families that have gone through divorces, economic issues in our nations and things like that. But those things can fail as against your expectation. But in the midst of difficult times, people still make it. In the midst of drought, people still plant. In the midst of challenges, people still rise above the storms and the difficulty. So it's about how you set your mind and how you set your heart. Telling yourself that no matter how tough things get to, I will make it. I will succeed. Because every achiever and every great person have a difficult story to share. Success and greatness does not fall to the laps of those who have a rosy path. The path of achievement is difficult for everyone. So you must believe and have faith in your capabilities, your abilities, your gift, your talent, your grace. Opportunities comes. There's this saying. I don't know. I don't believe in that philosophy of opportunity comes but once. I believe the opportunity is always flowing.
Okay.
Opportunities are always flowing. It only passes those who are not ready for it, those who are not equipped for it, and those who are not expecting it. All right?
But not ready, not equipped, not expecting.
But if you get yourself equipped, if you get yourself ready and you are expecting it, when it's approaching, you will see it. And once, if you have an idea to start a business right now, and ideas are always flowing in people's mind and people's space. So if you have an idea to start a business or start something right now, it's an opportunity for me to get something to do. So opportunities are always there. So you don't miss out an opportunity and get yourself engrossed in the philosophies of my chance and my opportunity is gone. No. Once you are alive, you must create life out of things that die. Things will die, things will come and go, but you're still here. So you don't throw in the towel, because there is no point in life that is stronger than what God has put inside you. We have in our DNA the tenacity and the nature to bounce back if we want. So get a very strong mental fortitude. I mean, strengthen your mind, strengthen your spirit, strengthen your ideas.
How do you begin to bring yourself up? People say be kind to yourself, to show yourself some compassion. How do you begin to set your mind in that path so that you don't focus too much on what is gone, what has passed, and the opportunities you've lost? But as you say, get ready, get equipped to face or meet the opportunities that keep flowing. How do you reset that compassion?
Show yourself compassion. Show yourself compassion is not something that I actually subscribe to until you get hold of what you're looking for. Because yes, make time to cry if the season comes. Make time to, mourn. Make time to reflect. You get sad, but you shake it off.
Yeah.
Because you cannot. That event of sorrow should not define how your future is going to be. Because you see, people have good excuses to fail. But whether you have a good excuse to fail or not, failure is failure. And what marks people's excuses to fail are people's testimonies to succeed. So somebody is saying that I didn't have this, I faced this person died, this thing happened, I lost my job, I lost my capital, that's why I couldn't try again. I mean, I really tried, but what happened? You failed. Because you brewed in your failure and you got stuck there. But somebody is also said, life got difficult. I lost this person. I lost that job. This thing happened to me. Everything came against. I lost my capital. My everything went away. But I told myself, even if I have to start small, I'm going to start small again. I'm not going to give up. And then they pick the pieces. That's what we're talking about, picking the pieces. Picking the pieces, because things break as we go. It's a normal phenomenon. It doesn't happen to a particular person. It's a general life happenings. So you need to develop a tough mindset to be able to go. And you have to depend on the grace of God.
I've heard people say that life is what happens when you're busy planning. So a lot of the times, these things that break us, they come unexpectedly. So in a new month like this, for anyone going through a certain kind of situation, what are the first steps that they need to take? Share some tips with us on how to set smaller goals, one step at a time, because you just need to put 1 foot in front of each other in order to keep moving.
Okay, so I get where you're coming from. I mean, the first thing that I want to talk about is know that you are not wasted. Opportunity might have been wasted. Money might have been wasted. investment you made into relationship might have been wasted, and a lot more. But you, as a person, you are not wasted. And once you are not wasted, you trust in your abilities and capabilities to bounce back. Tell yourself you can bounce back. Tell yourself you can do it again. Tell yourself if you have started before and it has failed, it means that you can start again. No matter how terrible it has been. Number one, believe in your abilities and capabilities to bounce back. Number two, as I said, know that opportunities don't run out. Opportunities don't finish. There is nothing like opportunity comes.
Something else will always come around.
There's nothing like opportunity comes but once.
Okay.
No. Except you are not ready for it, except you are not prepared for it. But even when you are not prepared for it, and when you are not ready for it, when you are not expecting it, it doesn't mean opportunities are not still flowing. They are just passing you by. So anytime you get yourself set, your mindset, your heart set, and equip yourself, one will crash into you.
Sometimes we feel that others have it better than us. Others have better jobs than us that pay better, that gives better benefits. Others are in better marriages or relationships. Others have, parents, grandparents around who are loving them, and we don't. And we tend to let those things hold us back. What do you say to somebody who is in that place where they feel like everyone else has something good going on except them?
Unfortunately, I mean, biasly coming from the scripture perspective, the Bible said those who compare themselves to themselves are not wise. Because everybody has a place of a little disadvantage, and everybody has a place of a little advantage. It's up to the individual to decide which one you will nurture, which one you will grow. So some part of your life will not be as you would have wished it to be. But definitely, some part of your life is something somebody envies. So just make sure that you find the good places of your life and nurture it. I didn't have a good grandma, but I have a good uncle.
My grandma was amazing.
Your grandma was amazing, and my uncle was amazing. I'm just giving that as an example. You might not have the best of marriage. I mean, I remember a friend's wife saying that I wish my husband is as romantic as you are. And I said, okay, what is the definition of romantic? They said the way you call your wife, the way you talk to your wife, the way your wife is all around you. My husband, I said, okay, let me show you what I've seen about your husband since I came to this country. He goes for grocery shopping. He wakes up in the morning, bath children, and take care of them and take them to school and do all those things. I am terrible in those things. I'm a night person. You don't get me bath children in the morning and take them to school.
Yeah.
So listen to me. My wife have worse. But your husband gives you these.
Yeah.
So
the actions.
Actions. So he might not know how to say it, but he knows how to do it. You appreciate it. He has a strength and weakness. I have my own strength and my weakness. So that's how we have to see it. We nurture the positive aspect of our life, and we don't brood so much on the negative and let it break us down.
Okay, so now share some tips with us on how we can manage our stress so that we don't, wallow in that self-pity and that disregard for everything else that's happening around us because something has gone wrong. Some stress management tips you could share.
Stress management, let me just start by make yourself happy.
Happy yourself.
Happy yourself.
My mom loves that thing.
I mean, make yourself happy. I'm speaking to my colleague pastors, people in the corporate world, politics, everywhere. Make yourself happy. Make time go out with your family. Make time for exercises, jog, go to the gym where you meet some few people there, chit-chat somewhere. If you have the means, make time for holidays. Travel out.
That one.
You understand? Go and say so. If you don't even have the means, go and sit somewhere, buy Fanta, and make yourself happy once a while. Number 2, know that you can't solve all problems. So try what your strength can do, what you can handle at a particular time. Trust God to come through for you for what you're not able to handle. And know that know that life is a journey and you are still traveling. And the fact that this bus stop was not comfortable doesn't mean the next bus stop will not be comfortable. So know how to manage the rough phase of life and then push for a nicer one. Maybe the next one might not even be as nice as you're expecting. But as you push, you will get to a place that will make you forget your pain. And your pain will become a testimony. So the only time you fail is when you refuse to rise up again to push. Because falling is for everybody falls. Tragedy is not falling. Tragedy is you fall, when you fall and you refuse to get up. Okay, so take life easy. Seriously pursue your visions and your dreams. But don't kill yourself in the process. Because when you achieve all that you want to achieve, you should be alive to enjoy it.
You should be alive. Life is important.
And know that people are looking up to you. People are depending on you. And you cannot be reckless. So that is why, you bring in the stress management thing. Exercise. Eat well. Just eat well. Don't, especially people like us who had a very difficult childhood, and then when something small comes into your hands, you want to take vengeance on life. So you want to just eat everything. You just I like this, I like that. You don't at certain point in your life you don't go for what you like. You go for what you need. You have to
make the smart choices.
Yeah, you go for what you need. You go for what is important. Because for some of us, so many destinies are hanging on our shoulders.
It's a heavy weight to carry sometimes for some people, because even though you're personally struggling, you find that because so many people are relying on you, you just have to push through. It's for me, it's a good thing. Is it?
It's a good thing for people to rely on you, because significance is important, whether it's in your family, a small setup, whether it's in the nation. When people look up to you, it brings the best out of you, because we carry the potential to be very large. But if we are not pushed, like Newton's first law of motion, we say that a body at rest will continue to be in that state until a force. Yeah. So when people depend on you, it's good. Sometimes people, family problems, people tell me that, and I tell them, it's good for your family to know that you are the one they can call on. So keep pushing. But that doesn't mean you should break yourself down in the process of doing so, because people who will not be grateful and be satisfied will never be. People who appreciate will appreciate. Okay. So do what you can do and then be happy with yourself.
Let's do some stock taking and evaluation. What are some of the things to look out for which we can use as indicators that we are reaching a point where we might break and so we should slow down? Or we are reaching a point where we need to turn off, work on the plan, tweak it a little bit, and perhaps go in another direction? What kind of signs will we see which should alert us that perhaps this plan is not going as we expect?
Okay, I'll come there if you're about. I want to touch on the third point. I gave you two. Okay. So I want to touch on the third one, how to be able to bounce back, recover, and put the pieces together. And the third one I wanted to talk about was actually, crushing negative attitudes. Okay, crushing negative attitude, and for most of us, it's not, for a lot of people, it's not because life has been too difficult. We just create a lazy approach to withdraw once we have a good excuse. So we must deal with the attitude of laziness. Things don't just happen until you make them happen. Things don't push until you push them. Things don't work until you work them. As a matter of fact, for even those of us who are Christians, our understanding of faith, sometimes we get it wrong, because we think faith is sitting down for things to happen. But faith is an action word. If you believe is a potential. You believe that you will become this. You believe that you are this. You believe that God will do this. But it doesn't happen when you believe. It happens when you faith. And faith is putting what you believe in action. So most people will go to church, pray, and they come and sleep. And they are waiting for a dream they had that they saw a lot of dollars. And it doesn't work like that.
You have to work for it.
You have to work for it. Every success is worked for it. Every greatness is worked for it. Even if monies fall on your hands by lottery or by any means, you will need to invest it. Every capital must be worked for greatness to show up. So first attitude we need to do for us as a country, because we tend to be too lazy in this country. Seriously. People go to office and they are in hurry to go back home. Somebody just get to office and say, I'm waiting. Exactly. So the mindset is not a mindset of going to be productive. It's a mindset of showing up for salary. So our attitude from morning to evening is an attitude of wanting a way out of the work I'm supposed to do.
So let's circle to what signs to look out for, so we know that it's time to make a change, before we wrap up with your final word.
Okay, come again with that.
How do you know that it's time to reassess, evaluate the journey that we are on the quest to being the best of ourselves, to becoming the best version of ourselves?
Okay. So I mean, the indications most of the time are very clear, but the challenge is that it's painful. Change is very, very, very difficult and painful, because I tell people that if you are writing exams and you are going to fail, you can know it as you are writing it. So, yes, keep pushing, keep trying, keep going on. Prayer is important. Believing in yourself is important. All the other spiritual things are important. But when you get to that point, when you know you are tired, or when you are getting tired, it starts with the mind. It starts with the mind. Sometimes you just know that your mind is so tired. I mean, a few days ago, I was just saying, I'm going to take a break. And I have so much to do, but I have to take a break. Because if the horse is killed, the assignment that the horse is carrying will not be delivered. So if you see that you are tired, take a break. In terms of investment, business, job, and career, when you toe a certain line and you are not feeling fulfilled, you measure by the level of fulfillment. So at certain point in your journey, if you don't feel fulfilled, then that is not what you are colored for. And some way, somehow, what I have realized about us Ghanaians is that we are very, very slow in taking drastic decisions. We mostly are very scared about if that doesn't work, if that doesn't work, if that doesn't work. But if it's not happening, be quick. Right. Change what you have to do and push forward.
It's a new month. For many people, the lucky number 7. And there's a lot of positivity around July. What would be your parting word for people who are stepping out? It's the first day of a brand new month.
I believe that just as the Bible said, this is the day the Lord has made, that we will be glad and rejoice in it. He also knows the plans that he has for us. They are plans of good and not of evil. So try as much as possible to fall in the plan of God for your life. As I've said before, the first half of the year has passed. This is the 7th month. 7 is a good number of blessing. And I pray that the Lord will shower grace upon you. The Lord's hand will multiply over you. Strengthen your feet, strengthen your heart, strengthen your arms, strengthen your mind. Receive strength to push forward. Grace will come, but if you don't use it, nothing will come out of it. Right. Anointing will be released, but if you don't put it to work, nothing will come out of it. So let's go out there. Turn our back from the things we have suffered. The past is past. Put the pieces together. Try that business again. Try that business again. Go back to school. Try that exams again. Whatever you think you have to do that you have been challenged, you still have the capability and the ability to conquer it. It conquers you once. But be a fighter. Be a strong person. Be a strong-willed somebody. And go back at it. And this time around, tell yourself, I will conquer this. And until I do, I'm not backing out. Right. Because failure is at the point when you decide that you will not do it anymore. God richly bless you.
Thank you, Reverend, for sharing that very motivational parting word with us and for encouraging us to go about our new month in a more positive light. So we've taken key things from this journey. Sorrow should not be a good excuse to fail. You should know that you are not wasted. You can come back if you believe you are capable of doing so. Don't compare yourself to others. You just set yourself up for broken hearts. Broken hearts do know the job. So don't get your heart broken. But hey, pick yourself up. Go out there. Do it again. Reverend Chris Adusei Donkor, Senior Pastor at Oasis World. He has been sharing these tips with us. Rev, enjoy the day and enjoy the rest of the month.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll have you again very, very soon.
Bless you for having me.
Thank you for sitting through this with us. It's GTV Breakfast. Thanks to our partners, Awake Purified Mineral Water, Eddie Moses, all our friends there. Hello, good morning to you. Virtual Sounds, the heart of sound, located at Asylum done right here in Accra. We appreciate all of you. Go to Virtual Sounds for all your musical equipment needs. If you need pianos, if you need guitars and drum sets, Virtual Sounds has got you covered. We'll take a quick break. When we return, Valerie is gearing up to bring us some gossip from the social media corner. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break.